You ever step in a giant pile of shit?
Yeah, have you seen the parking garage here?
Yeah, yeah. That's what it's like watching Madam Web.
Yeah.
It's like the scene from The Office where Andy steps in the manure in Dwight's on Dwight's farm, and then he keeps doing it in random places, and it's like, why is that there? That's that's
Okay.
my review.
Great.
All right, that's it.
That's great. Quickest episode ever.
I have a question for you.
That's great. I have lots for you.
And um, it has to do with our personal relationship.
Oh, boy.
So I want you to be completely honest as to why have you never asked me what my mother did? And can you ask me that now?
What did your mother do?
I don't know. She studied spiders in the Amazon rainforest or something.
This was a cool, complete waste of the character Ezekiel Sims. This was a complete waste of the spider. This was a complete waste of my time. This was a complete waste of everyone's time, I felt.
So here's the thing. Yes. Yes, it was. Madam Web, the 2023 it came out, I guess.
I don't even know what year we're in now.
Yeah. It's not good. It's hard to like, cuz I never ever want to just be like, no, this is terrible.
Yeah, I want things to be good.
Yeah, for sure. You wanted this. I wanted to find something, and I do feel like I have enough things that I can talk about, and I have some constructive ideas as to why it was so. I mean, awful. Where do you want to start? Do you want to just rip it apart first and talk about? Let's talk about Ezekiel Sims, the main villain. Let's talk about the comic book character of Ezekiel Sims.
Sure.
That was his name in the comics.
Yeah.
Sims was his last name. Which I think I read this.
He was
these
part
comics.
of. He was part of JMS's first run, or the beginning of JMS's run on Amazing.
And JMS is
J. Michael Straczynski.
Yeah. Okay.
And
the writer, right?
Yes, and I thought he was introduced in a very interesting way. Like, I forget what they're like in the 400s. Amazing, like 408 or 413 or.
Yeah, and it was Ramada Jr. drew, right? Or
Ramada Jr. Yeah.
Oh, Ramada. Okay.
Romita.
I thought it was John Ramada.
Maybe that's how you say it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Junior, I look right? I look at pictures. I'm not a reader.
Senior had the same kind of art style?
Senior was definitely on. Senior was definitely on Spider-Man. I don't know. I think he took a little bit from his dad and then kind of morphed into his own thing.
Oh, his art is very unique but awesome in the comics.
Yeah.
It's very kind of like thick-browed, blocky kind of characters. A simple but it's very. It's not like other artists, very detailed, accurate. Like they don't look like real people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's that art style that is very stylistic, and it's great. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, like for the context of it, and obviously, hopefully somebody's, if you're listening to this episode, you probably know what this art looks like. But anyway, so the Ezekiel Sims. Because that's what I know him as is the old guy.
He's an older guy,
with the gray hair, never wearing shoes, so they got that right.
Yeah, very gray, gray, morally ambiguous when they kind of meet him. Like he's trying to do right thing for Peter, but because that's when he's also introduced with Moreland. That's his first story as well.
Yeah.
The vampiric entity that then became overused for the many Spider-Verses. But yeah, there was when he first got introduced, he's a much older man. He's got similar power set as Spidey, And then there's a heel turn for him later in that run.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that was much more interesting than this guy who I'm not even sure what, outside of him having a vision of the 3 Spider Women going to kill him. Yeah. I don't know why they were going to kill him to begin with.
Even if you rewind to the start,
yeah,
he is like they show no motivation as to like why was he searching for the spider venom.
Yeah,
he's like, I've been searching for this spider all of my life. Let's just start with that. Like, first off, that itself, I promised you would have security. That's why I'm here. And then the next scene, she found this. This is Constance Webb, who is searching for this spider, which we don't know that is explained later. Good for them. They did fix that plot hole, but for him, there's really no context as to who he is.
He's a venture capitalist, maybe.
Venture capitalist, maybe. Yeah, but like just greedy villain.
Yeah,
number one.
Yeah.
And then when we fast forward, after they find the spider and he kills everybody, and in a struggle shoots Constance, who was pregnant.
Which I gotta say, her first question as he shoots everyone around her is, "What are you doing?" The man is shooting people.
Yeah,
the
man
run.
is shooting, bro. Yeah,
this motherfucker is killing people.
What are you doing?
Run.
Were they?
Don't just stand there.
What are you doing? He's murdering people, man. Also, like,
everyone around you is dead.
Do you think? Do you think do you think he was shooting flies off of him and missed? Do you think he's afraid of spiders and he's just no. He's a bad guy. Which we could have guessed from the moment we saw him. And then when we see him, fast forward to 2003.
Yeah, the ripe old age.
Which is its own problem with the film. It's 2003, and he sees a vision of the 3 girls, same exact age, which I can understand. Because first off, he grabbed the spider, and then he just has the powers. Which, like, I mean, you could have just gone and shown him letting it bite him, and him getting the powers. Does it bite him in the? No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think so.
He
I mean, in the comics, he did a mystical ritual where, like, they kind of like cut him open and share blood with, like, a Nazi. Like the mythical spider god. This is it's interesting because there's like Cassandra's like origin is kind of, there's like vague parts of like Jessica Drew's origin to it.
Yeah.
Like Jessica Drew was the OG spider, the first Spider Woman.
Yeah.
And her, if I remember right, her parents were like Hydra. And they kind of were in the, like, some deep forest, possibly the Amazon, working for Hydra, working on, like, spider stuff. And they were, like, splicing DNAs. And that's how Jessica got her powers, similar to, like, this research setup that we start with. And so I actually don't know how Madam Web got her powers.
Yeah.
Like, in the comics, I don't know.
Yeah. So fun fact that Madam Web, this movie, is the first Marvel movie to be
that's a shame.
Named after a comic book character that had never had their own solo comic book.
Morbius had a solo comic?
Apparently.
Huh.
Yeah.
Howard the Duck had his own?
I guess so. Maybe. I'm sure he did. It got weird with it. That's what. So here, I will say that was a fact that I read on IMDb, and when I read the quotes on IMDb to find some fun ones.
Yeah.
To talk about, because there
were some interesting ones.
Sydney
Sweeney had one, and then
there's a couple.
Dakota Johnson.
I have one, and I can't wait to say, but we'll get to it, or may have already said it. But the what the hell is it? No, when it was showing the quotes, that like just it had the wrong character names attributed to them. It's like it had the quotes from the beginning with Constance Webb, like the mom, and it said Cassandra Webb, and I'm like, that's not who said that. Like you have 10 quotes and 3 of them are wrong. Anyway, moving on from that. So maybe it wasn't that the first one to get that, but yeah. Other than him seeing these three, I guess, teenagers.
Yeah, I don't even know what age
30-year-old teenagers, killing him. They all have spider powers,
which we never get into how they get their powers.
Yeah, we just jump right through that.
I mean,
that's
yeah. I like that they're all there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's awful that we don't see any. Like, I was very disappointed with that. I mean, Maddie gets her powers from like the Gathering of 5 in the comics. And
which one's Maddie? So
Maddie's the one played by Celeste. I think that's how you pronounce her name. The woman from Ghostbusters.
Oh yes, yeah.
She's Maddie Franklin.
That's what. Okay, yes.
She's Maddie Franklin, and then
and Julia Cornwall
is
played by Sydney Sweeney,
right?
And Anya Corazon.
Anya is. You know what's interesting is Anya, when she came out, if I remember right, she came out kind of like her origin was like Clan of the Spiders, and they were like against the Clan of the Wasps or something.
Okay.
And they were kind of connected to Ezekiel.
Oh, okay.
Like there was when I remember reading that comic, and it was kind of drawing from where Ezekiel gained his powers and like his mythology. So I thought maybe there would be more to that in this, but
nope.
That was an incorrect thought.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, all right, these are 3 people that haven't been used in anything else yet. Let's use them. And that's Isabella.
Well, like I don't
Merced
even. They could have been any
that character.
3 people.
It could, yeah.
That could have been.
And it was so. How do I want it? Here's what I'll say, is that watching this movie, I do not fault the actors.
I didn't.
I don't fault the actors. I think the actors did the absolute best with what they were given. And I think
this lady's abducting us.
Not for like
just standing there.
Yes, yeah. This lady's abducting us. The writing for this movie was the absolute worst thing that it's like if the Bible was written today, this would be one of the biggest sins.
Damn.
I'm getting no, it's and here's here's the main takeaway that I have, and an explanation of sorts is this was directed by S.J. Clarkson, right?
Okay.
Yes, S.J. Clarkson directed this. Before this, this was her first feature film. I mean, that could be the end of the sentence, but it's not. She directed episodes of Jessica Jones, the series, and I think all of the Defenders series, or at least 4 episodes of it. She also directed the Game of Thrones prequel, not House of the Dragon, the one that got canceled. The one that they were like, no, let's throw this away.
You mean the first episode of...
The pilot episode of the initial, like, it was like...
Right, the pilot episode.
The one that was going to happen like 2,000 years ago. Not the House of Dragon at all.
Game of Thrones.
They had a different prequel that they had filmed.
Oh, a prequel. Okay.
They spent like a crazy amount of money on it and then scrapped it and it was like, I think, who the heck was in it? Was it one of the Kate Blanchett might have been in it, or Helen Mirren? Somebody of that caliber of acting that you would be like, how could you scrap that? That's wild. But it was going to take place like before Westeros was even formed. Like
in space,
the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, the Big Bang Theory. So that got scrapped, and everything else she's done has been television. And going to the writers, Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless, they have their movies that they've done: Dracula Untold and The Last Witch Hunter. So very gothic with Vin Diesel. So very kind of gothic action. Is that they have a specific niche, right? And then they did Gods of Egypt, which tanked.
Never
Huge
saw it.
flop. Yeah.
Huge flop.
Yeah. I
like that phrase.
I didn't
Huge
see
flop.
it, but I would like to see it.
Maybe we'll do
just
that one
for
next.
fun. Yeah.
Huge
Like
flop.
I think that would be a fun one.
Yeah.
And then Morbius.
They did
wrote
Morbius?
Morbius. So these
Wait, the people that wrote Morbius got another job?
They got. I wonder if they got it was a pay cut, but yes, they wrote Morbius. They made the movie Morbius, and then they went, you know what? We got this
Morbius.
Other idea. Let's make this a cohesive story. So my takeaway, these people also wrote the Lost in Space reboot on Netflix, which I enjoyed. I did see that. I mean, I saw The Last Witch Hunter. I didn't see Dracula Untold, but I did like it. And then they said that these flopped, but I did like I didn't finish it, but I watched the first 2 seasons of Lost in Space on Netflix, and I really liked it. I really liked the concepts of it and stuff, but I can kind of see the story elements being similar to what is in Madam Web. So my process is that these are
Web, so that makes
TV
sense.
Directors and writers who made a film. If I strongly believe that if this was a TV series, then it would have been a way better thing. Like they could have, because they had such a long period of, not even a long period of story, but they traveled around so much to a degree. Not even so much, but like here, there, back here,
Jersey,
there.
New York.
Yeah. Peru.
She went to Peru. You know what I loved?
Yeah.
Can I just, sorry to interject. What I loved is when she came back from Peru, she still decided to steal a different taxi to drive to Ben's place.
Yeah.
Like,
the
implication was that it was like the same car, but it can't be because she was in Peru, and so she
had a stolen taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, it's 2003.
Yeah, I saw 2023 buses everywhere.
So that's how is that if this was like a 6-episode Disney Plus series, it would have been more bearable. I feel like they would have been able to flesh it out a little bit more. It had that low stakes, even the cinematography, like the colors, the shot, like,
you know,
it felt very juvenile. The joke I wanted to make walking in here was like, I thought it was an excellent student film. But that was my takeaway. I think it would have been a good series, but they were like, no, it's a movie, and then it was bad.
I will say that in terms of like cinematography and color and stuff, I feel like there's a shot. I feel like they should have kind of gone like to try and match the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, like in terms of aesthetic, because it happens like before that.
Yeah.
Like stylistic wise, like I feel like that when I saw the costumes of the Spider Women, I was like, oh, maybe like I remember seeing the trailers and be like, those look out of place. And then while I'm watching the movie, I'm like, oh, this actually would make sense if it's like within, like, because that Spider-Man is very bright colored. It's very like cartoonish almost, like in the way that it's very grounded, but it's cartoonish in a way.
Yeah,
and I thought that's what was going to occur.
It was also an
here.
early, like one of the first ones they did, so it could be bright. I can see that. It just, obviously the tone of it and everything was just too bright, and like I felt like the shots were too neat. They lasted too long. The going back to the right, like the dialogue was just garbage, man. Like, they give nothing to worry. They
gave Sims everybody had a lot of exposition, and it came out very clunky. Like in the first when she's got the girls in the taxi for the first time, and they're all like just out of nowhere name dropping their entire names, and then just being like, oh yeah, my parents are gone for the weekend, or mine are out of the country, and it's like, oh, so which is fine, you've explained away why no one's going to worry about or look for the girls outside of Ezekiel Sims, but it was a very clunky way of exposition.
Yeah, it was like we're gonna cookie cut this.
They had to get to other stuff. They had to.
Yeah.
They had to go to the diner, and they had to go to the diner and understand what love is.
Exactly. So, and that's in that scene, "Toxic" by Britney Spears is playing, right? That's when they're dancing on the table.
That's why they wanted to set the movie.
That's why they wanted to set it 2003, but
it didn't come out.
It didn't come out until January 2004.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's the way we do it.
What?
Here.
What?
Look, everybody had.
What?
You're gonna sit there and tell me you remember
that much research and still botched it. 2004. Just set it 2004.
No, because that changes the whole thing. Cell phones, man.
So yeah, cell phones. I don't know. Now we're stuck.
Nobody had a beeper in this. I was very disappointed.
Didn't somebody throw somebody's phone out the window?
Nobody had a beeper. Yeah, she threw out the phone.
It was like a phone,
but didn't throw out a
Nokia.
Yeah,
probably like
I wanted to see a beeper. I think that would have helped me. That would have planted me where I needed to be.
The fact that she just stole the taxi, no repercussions ever at any point. Like, no, just borrow somebody's car. Like, explain it away that way, but don't like. Imagine just because what I heard is like, is for Dakota Johnson, who I thought that she did the best possible job she could with the most garbage thing that she had, and it just felt like too that the direct. What was the director doing? Like, was she like? Oh, try it. Did they ever try it again? Was this all one take?
I wonder how quick they shot this thing.
Yeah, some of the even like the CGI action stuff, a lot of it was awful. Except for when the ambulance crashes through the structure and the screen. And then Ezekiel jumps.
I'm glad you brought this up. He jumps up to be hit.
Yeah. He jumps up to try to get out of its way, jumping in the way and getting hit by it. And I was like, they nailed that shot.
Yeah.
Not like.
If he did not react at all.
He could have just been like, oh, there. Look at that.
Adam Scott would not have been able to raise Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Which.
Yeah.
I thought, I guess I liked that there was a vagueness of, Peter Parker being born here. But I feel like it also took away from...
They couldn't say it.
Yeah, they couldn't say it. Legal battles, probably.
Yeah, Sony, Marvel, Sony MCU thing.
I think the only...
So they couldn't say that? What else couldn't they say? Oh, I can't remember. But...
I mean, they couldn't...
But it was basically they couldn't do, they couldn't say Peter Parker. That's what I guess the name.
Yeah,
and that's one of many awkward, horrible, and just imagine being an actor getting cast in this and going, cool, and then going, oh no, oh no. Obviously, it's a...
Well, I mean, Sydney said, to me, that film was a building block. It's what allowed me to build a relationship with Sony.
Yeah.
Without doing Madam Web, I went to a relationship with the decision makers over there. So, I mean, they got something out of it, I guess.
I also think it's just... I find...
Also, they got paid to play pretend, so...
Yeah, no, 100%. I completely agree with it. But, I like to think of it, through the eyes of Adam Scott, who's like... Oh man, I'm getting to play Uncle Ben as a young person, and then it's here's the script, and he's probably like, oh god,
yeah, because Adam's he's a nerd.
I bet he wish he could do the Severance thing and not be there while he's doing it.
I still haven't seen it.
Anyway, it separates your mind from
when
your
you're
body
going to work.
while you're working.
Yeah.
That's why it's funny in this concept.
I mean, that's what I do at work. I separate my mind from my body.
No,
you've seen me.
I think conceptually that's why that.
Yeah.
We're not doing it about that.
Hell, I've separated my mind and body here too.
But what is it?
That was a quick ride to Peru. How long do you think she was down there?
I don't know, 2 hours. Took an express flight.
And also, why didn't the spider people come back
in the back of a different taxi in Peru? Probably the same taxi. Just driving somewhere. And then she gets back and takes the taxi again. Just stealing taxis and stuff. At the very least, by the end, she should have done a little bit of time for Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, correct.
Multiple counts.
You know what?
Serial cab robber. carjacker. Everything writing wise too, like you said, the exposition, but it's just like everything was too neat. It's like I'm getting on a train to go to, or she was coming back from the party. When was it that?
Which one?
Cassandra, where they all met on the train, and then she saw that the Ezekiel was coming to kill them all, and she's like, "Oh no, you got to get off the train now."
There was a reason they all were all there. I didn't even know there was a reason. I thought it was just like
running
okay,
away.
we're all.
I think they were gonna take a train somewhere.
If they gave a reason, I didn't pay attention.
She saved it. It was at Grand Central, so they got off and they were still in Grand Central.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that like all started. They got on a different. No, he was still on the train. Yeah.
Yo, you ever see the movie Unbreakable?
No.
With
I actually haven't. Bruce Willis and
that starts on a train.
Shyamalan. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So does Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also ends. Oh, it actually.
You know what?
Never mind.
Why didn't Speed 2 be on a train? Speed 1 ends on a train.
Well,
got a big climatic
if they
ending
did
on a
Speed 3.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed Speed 2.
Speed 3 off the rails.
Speed 2 cruise control. Speed 3 off the rails.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Speed 4 in space.
In space, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, did you ever see Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3? That's on a train.
I feel like I did.
The remake with John Travolta.
Yeah, Travolta and
Denzel. Yeah. That's a lot of train movies. Polar Express.
I was just trying to say that part. It was too neat. Oh, they're just all on the train. One's running away from home. The other two were just getting on the train.
Yeah.
For no reason.
That was at that point I just accepted that.
Everything was just like cookie. Like even just getting to the beginning. I'm going to try to run through the movie in my head and say everything ridiculous. Opening credits. In the jungle, searching for this spider. This is my notebook. It has a spider web. It's the next scene. I found it. What are you doing?
With a gun.
The spider people climbing the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And then save me. She will come back and I will explain to her what happens. That guy cleaned up nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fulfilled his promise too. He was there when she came back.
Yeah.
She will return one day and I will tell her what happened.
And he did.
Yeah. Never showed like her upbringing. Just she was adopted by somebody.
So she I'm concerned. Was she never in Peru? She was, but
yeah. I mean, obviously she was.
Right.
She was born there.
Where?
So she's technically a citizen.
Right. So where was she
That's how she got there so fast. Because she's a dual citizenship.
She's dual citizenship.
Yeah.
She knows how to get there.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently had never been back. Had never looked through the notebook of all the spider notes from her mom's research. The only thing that she has of her mother's until it's relative. And
now that I think about it,
the only picture of a guy in this notebook is
when she's going through this stuff and she's like, "Oh, spider people," and she asks the off-screen cat, "Have you ever heard of spider people?"
Her conversations with the cat were some of the best dialogue.
So I'm just trying to remember. Was there another cat scene?
There was earlier on.
Okay.
She opened the window.
Right.
The cat came in and it ate, and her lines were to the cat. Oh my God. What did you like? She says something and then very dryly follows it up with, "Someone's hungry." Why?
That's wild, man.
Why did you do that?
That's absolutely wild.
And then the cat's there later. And she talks about, "I'm going to get a dog." And so I think it's a stray cat and it just comes and hangs out. Or like how like cats like to go wherever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm. Been there.
Yeah, that I don't even know, man. It just keeps going. You could pick any scene and just go, wow. Even like them defeating him at the end. It's very boring.
Yeah, it was like just sort of okay. I think they did more damage when he jumped into the ambulance.
Yeah. Yeah. Jumped into it.
And then he died from the Pepsi Cola sign, which I love.
And like
so much Pepsi in this, and then Pepsi kills him.
Emma Roberts is Mary Parker, and
is that who that was? I was like, she looks familiar.
Emma Roberts, yeah. So,
dang,
Julia Roberts' niece, and she's great, but like again, dialogue. Guess the baby name. Like, good God.
Oh, and what was it with use your no? They did a spin on with great power comes great responsibility. It's
when you take responsibility, great power will follow.
Something like that.
Is that it? Did I remember it?
I mean, you said it, and it sounds beautiful. So let's go with it.
It's better than what they probably had.
Yeah, it's at least as good as whatever they did, if not better.
So, like, to go back to my point earlier, where it's like you get cast in a superhero movie, and you go, "Oh, cool!" Like, you know, it's like one of the like Lewis. What's his name?
Tully?
No, from Ant-Man. He plays Lewis, but it's Michael Pena.
Oh, yeah.
You know, David Dastmalchian, T.I.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like actors like of that level, and then it's like, oh, cool, we're gonna do something fun. You know what I mean? You could scale it back to just small parts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine Omar Epps getting cast in this and going, cool, I'm part of a superhero. Mike Epps. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mike Epps.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what was Omar? It was Mike Epps.
Sorry, Mike Epps.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, he got paid. I don't think he cares.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But, like, just imagine being Mike Epps getting this role and then being like, oh, cool, a superhero movie. And it's like, oh, I have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah. But, well,
my role in this movie is she doesn't save me.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is I
squeeze the fat out of burgers.
Seemingly with no context whatsoever, not even loading somebody into an I am going to drive down this road with lots of visibility, and a truck is going to come out of nowhere and destroy me. And then I'm part of one of 30 CPR scenes.
Yeah, there was a lot of CPR
30
in here.
CPR
and
scenes.
I got to tell you, for a lot of CPR, they didn't even teach it well.
They did not. I think the CPR had more screen time than Mike Epps. I think CPR had more screen time than most people. Than Ezekiel, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that what they should have been
Ezekiel got to Jersey real quick.
That they should have taught that if you do CPR wrong, you could crush their rib cage or something like that. And that's how they should have defeated Ezekiel.
That's what I thought.
Crush the rib cage. Do it wrong. And it's like, oh, you know.
At one point, I thought that they were just going to go balls to the wall, and baby Peter Parker is going to be born with powers already, and he's just going to swing over to where Ezekiel was and just kick him out.
Yeah.
Just...
You know what would have been a better story?
His blood gets into all the girls, and that's how all their powers
I'm going to rewrite this right now.
Yeah.
Rewrite the movie right now. The whole plot is that Ezekiel is after baby Peter Parker, who's pregnant, and Mary Parker.
I remember that being a theory at one point when they were shooting. When they were like, "Oh, it's set in the past."
That way, it's like, you know, it's more of it's. I don't know.
I wonder if that originally was the concept, but then Sony and Marvel couldn't come to an agreement.
There were 3 extra writers on it in addition to the Morbius Flopmeisters. That's what we call them.
Morbin time.
Sazama and Sharpless. I think Burke Sharpless changed his last name to Pointless.
Damn, Kyle's hitting hard tonight. Man. I love it.
This was a rough one. He can't not mention the soda cans.
Yeah.
The Pepsi.
Nobody
Pepsi
opened a
product
drink in this
placement. Like let me do this thing and just hold it like I've never I don't think I've ever picked up a can of anything without opening it in like 10 seconds.
But no, you don't understand.
Yeah,
That's part of her power.
Yeah.
She was innately seeing the Pepsi can everywhere.
She was enjoying it without having to drink it.
Her Madam Web powers understood that she's going to need Pepsi to save herself and the kids. And once you know it, Pepsi Cola kills Zeke Sims.
Yeah. Pepsi.
So it was her innate power, whether or not they knew that was happening in the script or not. But it was there.
Did you read that whole that fight taking place in the Pepsi Cola sign was planned for Spider-Man 4
with the lizard?
With the lizard,
yeah.
That would have been better.
John Malkovich would have been the Vulture in that. I remember him getting cast, and then like a week later they were like canceled.
Yeah.
That's gotta be hard.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Kraven the Hunter. Was this written by them?
I don't know. Don't look it up. Don't ruin your hopes. But that is a lot of abs coming our way. That is for sure.
Yeah. At the very least, you know what? I'm gonna leave with something I didn't go in with. You know what I mean? I need to see it. No, we're fine. Did you watch Morbius?
No, I haven't seen it. I didn't even think I was going to see this one.
You know what it is with that too is it's like Matt Smith was in it, and I like Matt Smith a lot, and he acting like I do feel like his acting in it was good, and then they just was like, no, let's have it suck instead.
Yeah.
Not much better, clearly. So what I will say about this movie though, consistent from the moment it opens to the moment the credits roll, and to the moment they decide no post-credit scene. They don't want any more. Let's not give them any hope whatsoever. It's consistently bad.
It does.
It does a very good job of knowing what it is. It broke even at the box office.
It broke even?
Yeah, it was like $100 million both ways. So,
that movie cost $100 million.
Yeah. Well, he said like $100 million gross, 80 net. Which I don't understand. Maybe was that 20 million in taxes? I don't understand what that.
I've heard a saying called Hollywood math. So I imagine
but
something
it made about
happens,
$100 million at the box office.
Yeah, when they're doing all the accounting and stuff.
Yeah. So maybe it cost less because it was a flop.
Yeah, maybe it was a write-off or something.
That's like the producers it's the whole plot of the producers.
Yeah, they just write it off.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. I do a shitty job, just write it off.
Was this written by the Will Ferrell from the producers? Maybe. What else we got?
Oh yeah, the best part of the movie was when the Cranberries played over the end credits.
Yeah. I agree. That here's the thing. That's what I feel like the shot that bothered me more than anything. And it's first off, her getting blinded
by a rocket in the water.
Yeah, but aren't they fireworks? What is going on?
I still don't know what happened there.
I think it's fireworks.
I thought it was flares that turned into
flares.
Well,
so
she had flares.
Factory.
Maybe it was a firework factory.
Yeah, what was that building?
I don't know.
It was the same building that Mike Epps called like it was a powder keg, right? So
right.
This whole place is like a danger thing.
Yeah.
So something happened.
That's why she brought him there.
Brought him there, and then they lit everything up, and then they're just going off. And she's submerged in water, and it flies through the water and hits her square in the eyes, perfectly blinding her.
I thought it only hit one of her eyes.
What happened that got her with the spine, making her paraplegic? I didn't see.
She just fell.
Yeah, was it just hitting the water? And I didn't see what made that happen.
She
turned
just
her immediately into Professor
Or
X.
maybe that's her genetic problem. I don't know.
And then she also just morphed right into the Madam Web of it all. This shot
I still don't.
that
That
irked
was
me.
Okay.
Oh, you can go.
No, I didn't understand her. She somehow was able to help all the girls by using her power of multiplicity, but not multiplicity.
Yes.
She was able to be in every future at once.
Yes. That
What?
didn't make any sense at all.
What?
That was a far stretch from anything.
I had no point in the film when that was considered an option.
And never again.
Yeah.
Too. You can't save all three. Hold on.
Hold on a second.
Hold my Pepsi. Hold my Pepsi. My ghost is gonna save you all. No.
And then he punched her and her ghost disappeared.
Yeah.
And none of them needed her help to begin with. They all just sort of climbed up.
Just climb up, man.
And you know what? All three, they only needed 2 people to take turns CPRing her.
Yeah,
not even all 3 CPR'd her. All 3 of them learned. All 3 of them didn't need
to. Yeah. Staying alive.
Also, no implication as to how any of the girls get their powers.
No implication, but they have them at the end.
This
is the shot. The most irksome shot to me was of the hand in the red glove.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're just showing off this hand in this red glove when it's like at the end, you see.
Yeah, Madam's floating.
She's got her short glasses and very neatly, and she's actually acting like it's now she's like this. She's fully just like a light switch now, acting like Madam Web, and is just a completely different person. And her girls come home and they're my girls now, and then we go into this montage of the end with them having their powers now.
I thought that was just at a future point.
Probably, yeah. But then they're just like showing off the costumes finally, and like the costumes looked great except for Madam Web.
Yeah,
with the giant glasses.
You know,
it was like what? But the shot of the hand in the red glove, and it was just like
with the spider,
like this. Was the spider in it?
I thought the spider was in it.
I don't.
In her
maybe.
Maybe.
But like, it was just like held for what felt like 10 minutes, which I'm sure was like 5 seconds. But it's just like slowly, it's just like revealing that the costume department was off when they had to shoot this, and they put something together quick.
I was like, here's a fun fact, maybe.
Yeah.
You know who the new Madam Web is in the comics?
Who? May Parker.
No.
Mary Parker.
No. Julie Carpenter.
The
second Spider-Woman, who in this
Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
Right? Julie. Yeah.
Yes. So she is the current Madam Web.
Yeah. Okay.
So I like that she was included for that, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's great is that they can just have Madam Web. You know what they could have just done? Just had Madam Web as a character. We didn't need to know why or how at the end of the day. We could have just had, Madam Web, mysterious origin. We're fine with it.
You know what? This
just
movie
like the comics
could have been. It could have been. If you take all of these spider people aspects out of it, this could have been an interesting like early 2000s psychological thriller, like kind of like Unbreakable, like someone discovering like weird powers, like Final Destination homage with the truck.
With the trucks, which also lasted too long. Like
I thought something was going to happen.
Times to try to figure. I thought maybe she'd have a premonition or like or like I know how this ends. Make a funny joke about it, not like
just cut it off. Well, that is the joke, that I know how this ends because she's seen the movie.
Yeah.
That's why she gets out of the way.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not very good.
Do you know she fired? That's what I heard. I didn't fact check it, but is that like her agent sold this to her as a Marvel movie, like MCU, Marvel movie, and they're fired now. She fired him after the movie. She was like, we're done.
Yeah.
That's why it's like
that's why
everybody else.
That's
is
why
like,
you're my
we're in a
agent.
Marvel thing. No,
Yeah,
you're not. It's a Sony thing. It's a Sony thing.
Damn. No, this could have been. I mean, you take that stuff out, all the superhero stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And you got yourself a woman discovering her, like, weirdly she can see the future, versus a guy a very handsome man that just appears in your dreams and tickles you and says, you can't break into my mind. You know, that's kind of, you could do something with that.
I think it would sell at least 101 million tickets. Especially with that cast. Like, looking at the cast, there's no reason this like, you see a cast like that, and you're like, oh, awesome. Like, this is going to be great.
Her skateboard broke.
Her skateboard did break.
That was a moment I remember.
Sad.
It's like, oh, man.
Wheelie sad moment.
Yeah, we're going to learn something about maybe her sad past. Nope.
I thought Sydney Sweeney had some good physical comedy with her glasses. What? Although I don't understand. She just would, like, take them off and put them on at weird moments. And it just felt like a cool, like an interesting crutch of, like, this is my character, you know? Like in the back of the cab, there's a scene where she's like, because she was the only one apologizing, because all you had was her nice character who's apologizing for things, and then you had 3 rebellious teens, like, including Dakota Johnson being like this rebellious, you know. So there was a lot of range there, but like, and then in the back of the cab, she's like, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. She's like, you should all be sorry. And then Sydney Sweeney's just like, and I was like, that's funny.
You know what's great?
Yeah,
is that your glasses made sounds.
Yeah.
In the microwave.
Yeah. So
and
listeners
could hear it. That's great.
Because they're not going to know what I'm talking about, because they probably
they have not seen this film. Our 5 listeners are not part of the 200 people that saw this movie.
Like Sydney Sweeney's SNL monologue, where she's like, "You may have seen me from Euphoria or whatever the other movie was that she'd done at the time, and you definitely didn't see me in Madam Web."
Dang.
And Dakota, that's the other thing. Like, you feel so bad for Dakota Johnson doing these interviews where people are just like, what happened? And she's like, I didn't fucking make this movie. They gave me lines, I said them, I did my best, and it's not my fault.
That's what I say at work every night.
Trash. They paired trash writers, TV writers, and that's what I thought. I was like, thinking of the Lost in Space series and going, it's kind of similar to this. Like, it's if it was a poorly put together movie, it would suck. And it probably didn't do that well on Netflix either. I have no idea, but you just see like the similar issues with it when you analyze it as like, it had to be a TV series to be good. God. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Yeah, I don't know.
I could just keep talking about this as you remember different moments and just like, why?
I'm trying not to remember. Like, I don't understand. Like, there was a moment of like teen love, and then that went away. Or the opening up, like Sydney was right, Sydney?
Yeah.
Or Julia,
yeah.
Growing into her person as she's dancing on the table.
Yeah.
Tell you, Sims got there real fast. He got to New Jersey real fast.
That's what I was going to say. I almost forgot to say it. I thought that the best acting in this, other than the cat, and I thought Adam Scott did the best he could with what he had. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I don't fault the actors, but like performance-wise, Josiah Mamet in the chair,
and the
Ezekiel's,
woman in the chair.
Yeah.
Man in the chair. Yeah.
Ezekiel's like assistant, who's, and she's got the NSA stuff and everything. I was like, I'd like to see her in something else. I'd like to see her do that in the future. like whatever. It was actually good and fun to watch. Like that was exciting, and they shot it well. That's all I'll say. I'm sorry. In a pool of shit, when you see a fucking diamond, you talk about it. Anyway, Madam Web, how many
strands of the web of life would you give this?
If out of how many?
25.
Out of 25?
Yeah.
3.5. 3.5. How about you?
You know what? 3.5.
3.5.
I think this will be the first time we've ever had the same score.
Yeah. 3.5. Let's call it out of 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jack it up a little bit.
That's.
I will say, I did enjoy watching it, as opposed to doing nothing. Like I would have rather watched this than stub my toe, or have a nosebleed, or get on a subway car where the AC's out, or I don't know, fight an animal. I'd rather fight an animal. So I'll say that about it. It was a positive addition compared to other things that could have happened.
Sure.
In the time I watched it, I would have rather slept, but I didn't.
It was like what, 2 hours?
So I think it was 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours long.
That's how long it takes her to get to Peru and back.
Yeah. The whole tour. Anyway, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this.
Yeah, same.
Let's never speak of this again.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you, Dakota Johnson and Adam Scott, Sydney Sweeney, the cat, and
Celeste
O'Connor. Celeste O'Connor, Isabella Merced.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for doing your best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm sorry. You deserve better.
Yeah.
Justice for the cast. And to the writer and director of this film, please stop. Please stop. That's it. I'm all geeked out.
Damn.